Morning, everybody. Pardon the lateness. I had planned to get up and be up here a little bit early today, but I couldn't get up. Uh, I'm off today, so I wanted to stay in the bed for like ever. However, I'm here. It's my coffee time, and I am drinking my Starbucks coffee out of my Starbucks coffee cup. Look at the coffee cup. It says, "Let's Be Clear Radio." Inspired and made by my niece Chrissy. Chrissy Designs. She made this cup for me, and you can see the logo as Let's Be Clear Radio. And then we have Let's Be Clear Radio logo right here. And it has my favorite coffee inside. It is Starbucks. Good morning, Tyrone. Good morning, Gatekeeper. Good morning, everybody. So it's coffee time for me now. I'm late, but join in, have a cup of coffee or sip your tea or whatever it is that you want to do. You can do that right here with me. Some people get up in the morning and they smoke their weed. Thank you. Thank you. I love my cup. I don't use it often because I don't want, I don't want nobody to steal it. So I don't take it out the house because it has my logo on Let's Be Clear Radio. Let's Be Clear Radio. That's me. That's me and my DJ NIKKI. Anyway, like I said, I'm moving slow today. And I can do anything at my leisure time because guess what? I'm off. I don't have to work today. Anywho, I wanted to get up on here and um discuss a few things. First thing is our holiday event coming up December 16th. Make sure if you want to be an artist or a venue, you get at us ASAP because once the list closed, it's going to be closed. There's no latecomers. There's no, oh, I want to do that. So if you want to be a part of the event, we always have a good time, whether it's 10 people or 10,000 people. We're going to still show up and show out. So if you want to be a part, if you want to be a vendor or an artist, you don't have to be just an artist that sings. You can rap, you can whatever you want to do. You can tell jokes, or you can just show up and have a good time. And yeah, that's the first thing. The second thing is it's National Domestic Violence Month. So go out there and support, the cause. There was a couple of marches or parades or whatever you call it that was going on out here this past weekend. But since it's for the whole month, let's do it for the whole month. Better yet, let's do it for the whole year because that's a good cause as well. Our second thing that I wanted to talk about is breast cancer awareness. As y'all know, that Nikki and I adopted that as a baby of ours, and we normally do an event every year to support breast cancer awareness. However, this year we were caught up in a lot of other things, so we didn't get a chance to we didn't get a chance to do an actual event that will come next year. But we still have a page on the breast cancer awareness website that you can go and you type in Let's Be Clear Radio, and you can sign up to join the walk or just do a donation or do both. Everybody is welcome to do so. It's for a good cause. We're not accepting any money this year. Go directly to the website and do that. That's number 2. Number 3, who else is in there? Hey y'all, come in here right now. I'm drinking my coffee. So yeah, and and the third thing that I want to talk about was this war that's going on. I understand that the media has to they have to report the news. However, I don't want to watch these little kids like they killing children. I don't want to watch that. I don't want to watch kids on TV laid out on the street, laid out in a stretcher, somebody rushing them into a hospital to get care because they're hurt. I don't want to see that. That's just horrible. Like, can we do something else with that and try to focus on how can we stop this war? I mean, once it started, it's just crazy over there. And I feel bad for the children because most of those kids that I see that's on TV, they don't have a chance at life. They didn't have a chance at life. I'm not saying it's okay to kill anybody or kill people because they old. Everybody should have a fair chance at life. And but when you're killing children, that makes it real bad for me. I don't know. I have a soft spot for kids. I don't have kids, but I do have a soft spot for kids, and I think that they should have a chance at life and not somebody killing them because of they're mad at one culture or one religion or whatever. It just makes no sense. So let's just pray for the people over there. And Tiff, you still there? Tell Chrissy I got my cup. I'm using my cup this morning. I'm sipping on my coffee. So I woke up to well, I didn't really wake up to the news, but I heard it yesterday, kind of like last night, um about Will and Jada and how they have been separated for 7 years. So everybody has their little side comments and everything like that. So there's one thing that another blogger had said was that there are two people that was in love and fell out of love with each other because that happens. Sometimes that do happen. And the second thing she said was, we as people need to stop putting these celebrities on pedestals, thinking that they are everything in the world, but realize that they are human just like we are. The same things that we go through, they go through it. Maybe they might have a little bit more money than we do, but they still go through the same things that we go through. So we need to stop putting them up on a pedestal and thinking that they don't have normal people problems, because we all have problems, we all have situations. It's just how we come out of them. Some people come out, some people get stuck. And there was one person that was saying that Wiz on that Wiz where you at, Wiz? I'm talking about you. Will was stuck in an abusive relationship. Now, not all abusers are men. Sometimes women can be abusers too. So who knows what goes on behind closed doors? We don't know what's going on in his life. We know that he had a breaking point. If that breaking point led him to smack Chris Rock, then that's what happened. He broke. Like, that was the breaking point for him. Was that right? No, that was wrong too. So we got to learn to stop putting them on pedestal, because they do have issues too. Some of them have worse issues than we do. We think that why they got so many problems? They got all the money in the world. All the money in the world can't buy you happiness. It can buy you things that you think will make you happy, but at the end of the day, after you buy that big old house and you got all of those rooms and it's furnished and it has everything you want in there, then you're looking for the next thing to make you happy. So you're never going to reach that level of happiness unless you're happy with yourself. You don't have to stay in a toxic relationship, because that's just going to make it worse. So you learn to hate the person. You don't want to have, you can't stand the look of them. So sometimes it's best to leave and find your happiness somewhere else than to stay and be in a relationship where you don't even want to be there. You can't stand the face. You can't stand to face that person in the morning, at night, or whatever. So, whatever's going on in their life, it seems like, Will's the quiet one. Jada's the one that wants to put everything out. And and if we go backstory, Jada, I mean, according to what she put out there, is that allegedly, let me say allegedly on everything here, because you can't sue me because you ain't gonna get nothing. All you're gonna get is my laptop. And you can find a better one than that, because this one is good, but this is good for me. It's not good for you because you might need a better one. But anyway, so um, she said that she never really wanted to marry him. So if she never really wanted to marry him, then why did she marry him and stay with him all of these years? Because he was the come up king? Because he was on the come up? I don't know. But if she never really wanted to marry him, she probably shouldn't have stayed as long as she did. Because you can't tell me that in the back of your head you're gonna say, at least one day, I really didn't want to be with this motherfucker, and I stayed with him all these years, and I'm still not happy. Because you couldn't have been happy, because you went through so many trials and tribulations in your life that led us to believe that there's no way that she can be happy. And that's definitely not a happy home, because if you look at the reflection of the home and you look at the reflection on their kids are not happy kids. I don't know what happened to Jaden. Jaden to me was the most adorablest little kid that you could ever see, and where is he now? I don't even know. But yeah, I don't know. So that's another thing that I don't get, and I don't get why these people stay in these relationships, and you stay in them for the public. The public is not the ones that live in your house. The public is not the one that's going to make you happy. You can't do things to make other people happy. And I learned that, through my life, that you can do whatever you can to make people happy, and they still won't be happy. They'll still find something wrong with you. That's why they would never be happy with anything that you do. So, moving right along, I'm gonna leave some. Not sure if we're doing a show this week. We might be doing a show on Saturday. I gotta check it out with DJ Nikki to find out if she has anything on her agenda for Saturday. If not, we'll be back here Saturday, and we'll really, really get into details about a lot of stuff. So the next thing that I wanted to talk about was, have anybody seen P Diddy? Because from my understanding, allegedly, the federal government is looking for him. The FBI is looking for Diddy. Because, honey, and at the end of the day, they always say all things that's done in the dark come to light. If Diddy had anything to do with Tupac, Biggie, Andre Harrell, Kim Porter, if he had anything to do with their murders, allegedly, when the light shines on him, he better have that shiny suit on, dancing around, talking about, I thought I told you that we won't stop, because that's when everything is going to come to a cease. If he had anything to do with any of those killings, and allegedly also Biggie's killing too. So if he had anything to do with that, guess what? You're going down, brother. Brother Love, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Brother Love, whatever you want to call yourself these days, you're going to go down. And if you go down, the whole world is going to be watching. Because remember, they gave him they just gave it. Yeah, they might have gave him the key to the city, but that key is probably going to open up a jail cell for him. Because if he had anything to do with these people being killed, he going down. Now, let's take it back, right? You see, when they got tired of R. Kelly, what they did to R. Kelly, right? I'm going to wait. I'm going to take a sip. When they got tired of R. Kelly, they now let me start off by saying, if he's found guilty, so it's out of my hands whether I think that he's guilty or not. What I think is that he shouldn't be the only one in jail on these charges. That's my opinion. I'm gonna stand 10 toes down on that. When they got tired of R. Kelly, they put him away. They put him in jail, and he's facing what, 30 years on each case that he got. He'll probably never come out of jail unless they find a loophole. And I'm hoping that one day that happens, because I don't think that, I mean, he deserves to have some type of counseling, or some type of, like, it's a mental situation that he's going through. And I feel, good morning, cousin. I feel that he needs help, not prison. That's my personal opinion. And yeah, they got tired of him and they put him in jail. And it was like this one Dr. Umo, I think that's his name. If I'm saying his name wrong, please forgive me. He says that, he said, you think that R. Kelly is in jail because of what he did to those girls? Then he said, no, he's not in jail because of what he did to those girls. R. Kelly's in jail because they got tired of him. They got tired of him asking about his royalties and asking about his money and stuff like that. The record label, allegedly the record labels, are they got tired of, like, a lot of things that he was asking for. So they put him. They gather up all of these charges because, uh, like they said, that he's been doing these things for years, and a lot of people knew about it. Everybody knew about it. A lot of people was down on it, and it's going to be a lot that comes out. We're going to find out, who was involved, who knew, who did what, and who did not do nothing. So we'll find that out later on too, because that's another story that's going to be told. And when that be told, we have all of this, Me Too movement, and I'm a big supporter of it. Don't get me wrong when I say that I'm an R. Kelly fan. I'm an R. Kelly fan of his music. I'm not a fan of what he did. I can't say whether he did it or not, because he was already found guilty. So, according to the world, he's guilty. He's in prison, and he probably never see the light of day. So, Diddy, it's your turn, because now they're getting tired of you. You did a lot of grimy stuff to your artist, like, and then, from my understanding, he finally decided to give them back their masters. But from my understanding, the masters are not worth anything. So you gave them back their masters, and a lot of people move. We think that they move in silent, but he's moving out loud, because maybe he did that knowing that something was coming down the line. Nobody ever thought about that one. See, I sit and I think about a lot of stuff. So a lot of people probably didn't think, what? Maybe he's giving back the masters to these people because he knows what's coming down the line. Because for years, people have been talking about the griminess of P. Diddy, and talking about how bad he treated his artists and stuff like that. Excuse me if I'm wondering. I'm looking at the Facebook Live, and I'm looking at the camera here. So, a lot of time, a lot of people have been talking about how bad he did people. So eventually your dirt is gonna come to life. Point blank, period. So whatever it is that you thought you got away with, and you thought you was doing something big by giving back something that probably was rightfully owned to people, then you're sadly mistaken, because your day is going to come too. So if you think that you got away with allegedly the killing of whoever you killed, because they've been saying this shit for years. This is not something new that I'm just talking about. And if I'm saying something wrong, I'm getting it from the media. And it's two people that I keep telling everybody, if they get a story, I pretty much 8 out of the 10 times they tell a story, I believe it, because they have reliable sources. And when they talk and they tell you stuff, the next thing you know, and I get it from these two people, and I'm not gonna say their names because I'm just not. But and then I go back a few days later, and guess what? What they put out there is actually true. What they said about, there was one female podcaster, or blogger. She was talking about Remy Ma cheating on Papoose. And we still don't know if that's true. I still think that's a whole skit that they was doing. But if it is true, then we got it from her first. She said it first. And then there was the other thing with who was this? I got brain freeze because I didn't even drink my coffee yet. I need to drink it. But it's a lot that you can learn from people if you just listen. Because one of the what's her name? Jaguar White. She was the first one that came out and was calling Puffy. As a matter of fact, let's take it back to Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams was talking about Puffy being gay, and she extorted merchandise from him. And it's just crazy how things are panning out now. Now things are going to come to a close, and whatever you did that you thought you was doing in the dark, it's going to come to light. And that goes for anybody. We might think, oh, I'm going to go over here to this store and I'm going to steal this bag of chicken. You know what I'm saying? You might get home and that chicken might be rotten. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you got to be careful what you do. But anyway, that's it for me. I said I was going to come up here and just talk about just a few topics that was in my head from yesterday and this morning. You can catch me back here on hopefully Saturday. We'll do the Let's Be Clear radio show, and we'll have more content and more details on what's going on in social media, what's going on in our lives, what we got coming up. Don't forget to go out and support domestic violence. Go out there and support breast cancer awareness. And don't forget to come out and support the Let's Be Clear holiday event on December 16th. Flyers coming soon. What else? I'll be back here probably, what is today? Thursday? Probably on Monday for more coffee time. Till then, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening. And if you guys have anything or any topics that y'all want to talk about during coffee time or during the Let's Be Clear radio show, just shoot it in my inbox. Let me know what is it that y'all want to talk about. If I don't know it, I'll definitely do my research to find out, whatever y'all need to know about whatever y'all need to know. But until then, have a great day. Peace, love, and blessings to all. Thank you for tuning in. Bye.